Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and welcome back to City College's Park for Game 2 of American Midwest Conference Softball Championship action at the City of Colleges. We have Central Baptist College and Williams Baptist University squaring off in Game 2. This is the first game for both teams in the 2025 championships. In-state rival Central Baptist is from Conway, Williams Baptist up in Walnut Ridge in the northeast part of the state. Now it's fouled back, and it's a 1-2 count. Leading off for CBC, it'll be Madeline Tubbs, the left fielder, Tavia Bradley on deck for the Mustangs. She's the third baseman. Batting third, Corey Trulove, the shortstop, number 15, and hitting cleanup, Kenley Johnson, the first baseman. So it's a 1-2 count for Ember Caldwell here as she steps in, kicks, fires, misses upstairs for a ball. Count even at 2 apiece. That is laced down the left field line, foul, so the count remains 2-2. This is the 4-5 matchup in the tournament. Williams Baptist is the higher seed, wearing the grays and blue trim. CBC wearing blue tops, black pants. 2-2 is taken out to left field, and that'll be Kaylin Gooch there to make the grab for number 1. So one gone for the Mustangs, so bring up Tavia Bradley, the third baseman. Now one outside for a ball. So 1-0 count, Caldwell to Bradley, kicks and fires, and that one is popped up, and that'll go in the foul territory, and should be a nice souvenir for anyone who's around the complex. The Lady Eagles come into today 32-12 overall, 16-6 in conference. And that one taking out the third baseline foul. That one very close to being a fair ball for Bradley. When these two teams met back March 22nd, CBC did the double over Williams Baptist. One game 1-2-1, and won the second game 3-1. As Bradley takes the ball outside, even the count at 2 apiece. Two balls, 2 strikes. That is smoke down the left field line for Tavia Bradley. She's going to be in at second, standing up with a 1-out double. That ball was ripped. And the Mustangs have a runner in scoring position for Corey Trulove. So Trulove steps in, bats from the left side against Caldwell. First pitch swinging and foul throwing back towards the left side. Central Baptist enters today's contest 27-23 overall, 15-7 in conference. Just one game behind Williams Baptist in the final regular season standings. But of course, they took the series from Williams Baptist. And they met Conway at this very complex. The 1-1 from Caldwell in the air left field. Gooch is under it for round number 2. That'll bring up Kenley Johnson, the first baseman. 2 gone and a runner in scoring position. Caldwell trying to pitch a scoreless fray here in the first. Kicks and fires the first offering. Check swing from Johnson. She's able to get it back in time. 1-0 misses upstairs. Two-0 is fouled back into the fence. Johnson chased after a high fastball. Now he misses outside. It's going to be a hitter's count for Johnson. CBC, the away team on the scoreboard, yet playing in the regular season home ballpark. It's a lot of familiarity with this complex. 200 around the outfield, down the lines and straight to center. Here's the 3-1 from Caldwell in the air, right center field. And Stallings there for the third out. So the Mustangs leave one stranded as we head to the bottom of the inning. We'll be right back. You're watching American Midwest Conference Softball, presented by Herb Jones. Welcome back to the City College's ballpark in Conway, Arkansas. As we head to the home half of the inning with Williams Baptist batting. It'll be Keely Wolf to lead off, the third baseman, Matt Watkins on deck. Madison Busell hitting third in the lineup, and Bree Thrasher, first baseman, will bat. Clean up if anyone reaches. In the circle for Central Baptist is Alex Jeter. Now when it is in the air, shallow center field, coming in to make the play is Elizabeth Stouffer for the first out. So for one of the all-conference selections for the Lady Mustangs in the American Midwest Conference. Here's Nat Watkins, the second baseman. Alex Jeter on the year, she's thrown 143 in the third innings, given up 175 hits. 79 runs, only 61 of those were earned. She's pitched to a 2.98 ERA. She's averaging 2.5 strikeouts per 7 with a 1.37 whip. Now it's out to right field, and a diving play made by Taylor Sheffield. So 2 up, 2 down, and it's all up to Madison Busell here in the first. It's an excellent defensive play made by Sheffield out in right field. There's a strike from Jeter on the other half. Buzzell hitting .445 on the year. Foul someone off to the right side. The 0-2 from Jeter on the ground to second base. Wow, what a backhanded stop. 4-3 on the putout. Excellent defense from Abby West to retire the side. 1-2-3. We'll head to second. Stay with us. You're watching AMC Softball. Welcome back to the City Colleges Ballpark as we head to the top of the second. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for Central Baptist. Elizabeth Sofer leading off. Made a good play in center field earlier for the Mustangs. That was in the bottom of the first. Ember Caldwell back out for her second inning in the circle. Caldwell misses outside. Caldwell has a 1.93 ERA on the year, averaging 6 and a quarter strikeouts through 7 innings. It's a really good mark, 110 strikeouts on the year. A 1-2-2 whip. The 2-0, that is down the left field line and foul. Stouffer thought she had a long ball. So it's a 2-1 count to Stouffer. Caldwell gave up one hit in the first. That was to Tavia Bradley. That was a double down the left field line. Off-speed pitch. And Stouffer was like that one. I think caught between two minds there. Didn't know she wanted to lay off of it or commit. So the count's even at 2 apiece to Stouffer, who leads off the second for the Lady Mustangs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caldwell misses upstairs. Full count, Caldwell. Ready to kick and fire. The payoff pitch to Stouffer. That one is popped up. Foul, and we'll do it again. So Stouffer with a leadoff single here in the second. Makes way for Abby West, the second baseman, batting in the 6th hole. Batting from the left side. And takes that one out to right field. Abby West got a hold of that one. It is gone. A two-run shot for Abbey West, and the Mustangs draw first blood. That ball was absolutely hammered. And a no-doubter off the bat of Abbey West. Here's the designated player, Kaylee Harp. 7th home run on the year for Abbey West. So CBC leads 2-0 here over Williams Baptist. Ember Caldwell yet to record an out in the inning. First pitch swinging for Kaylee Harp, and that one's fouled back. Oh, one's an off-speed pitch, and Harp just a little behind it again, just under it, and the Mustangs, if they get more pitches like that from Caldwell, need to take advantage of it. Those are pitches that can be taken straight to left field for a homer. Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt. Got Bailey Ainsworth on deck, the catcher. Taylor Sheffield rounds out the order. She's in right field. Caldwell kicks and fires the 1-2. That's upstairs. The count is run full to the designated player, Harp. So the payoff pitch from Caldwell over to shortstop, fielded cleanly by Bussell. There's the first out of the inning. So one gone for Bailey Ainsworth. That one fouled down the left field line to even the count at 1 apiece. So one's across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The 1-1 from Caldwell is in the dirt. Hitters count here for Ainsworth. Went fishing for 1 in the dirt. And the count's even at 2 apiece. So the count's even at 2 apiece. Caldwell's ready. She'll kick and fire. Swing and a miss. Caldwell with her first strikeout. That's 2 gone for the Eagles. So Taylor Sheffield in the 9 hole, hitting with 2 outs. Mustangs lead 2-0 off a 2-run shot from Abbey West after Stouffer led off the inning with a single. Got a great crowd in the stands here this afternoon for the second game of
3 games here at Field 1 of the complex. Central Baptist and Williams Baptist both well represented. Two-one count. That one on the ground to short, fielded cleanly. And that'll retire the side. 6-3 on the putout. The Lady Mustangs plate 2 in the second, thanks to a 2-run shot from Abby West. We'll head to the home half of the inning. And we'll be right back. You're watching American Midwest Conference softball. Welcome back to the 2025 American Midwest Conference Softball Championships presented by Herf Jones as we head to the home half of the second. It'll be Bree Thresher leading off for the Lady Eagles, the first baseman, batting in the 4-hole. First pitch taken outside. So it's a 2-0 count for the 4-hole hitter. Riley Boschel on deck for the Lady Eagles. And that one out to right center field for a leadoff knock. And Williams Baptist has their first base runner of the day. And here's the DP, Riley Boschel. First hit given up today by Alex Jeter. One on the ground. Great pick by the third baseman. What an arm by Tavia Bradley. The Lady Eagles get one to second base. Bree Thresher in scoring position for Ashlyn Michael. That was an absolute hose from Tavia Bradley. Ball got there in a hurry. First pitch inside for a strike to Ashlyn Michael. That one's on the ground to short. They'll hold the runner, goes to first, looking for a double play. Did they get it? No, they didn't. So 2 gone, but the Lady Eagles get one in scoring at third base. That's Thresher, who led off the inning with a hit. The Mustangs almost turned a 6-3-5 double play. So here's Brooke Scott, the center fielder. It was a bang-bang play at third base. That one taken down low for a ball. Probably the right call. It looked like Thresher was able to slide behind. She's able to slide behind the tag there. The 1-0 taken outside for a ball. Scott trying to knock in Thresher. Trim this lead to 1. That's in there for a strike. Jeter able to steal some strikes in the inner part of the zone. It's a very friendly call against right-handed hitters. Hitters count still for Scott. 2-1's outside. Rewind, that one's fouled. So Jeter with a competitive pitch to bring the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a runner on third in the form of Bree Thresher. As Jeter digs in, kicks and fires to payoff pitch into center field for a base hit. And the Eagles have one on the board. It's an RBI single for Brooks Scott. And they've got the tying run at first base for Hannah Stallings.
Right fielder, Hannah Stallings.
Stallings hitting in the 8-hole as the Lady Eagles trying to get through the bottom of the order. Sharp hit ball, Bradley fields cleanly, and the throw is high. A throwing error by Tavia Bradley is going to keep the inning going. And now the Lady Eagles have them on the corners as we head to the bottom of the order with Kaylin Gooch. Wow, Bradley's got quite the arm on her, but she airmailed that one just out of the grasp of Kenley Johnson. And Johnson, a pretty hard target to miss. She stands every bit of about, looks like 5'11", 6 feet over there at first base. So 2 on for Kaylin Gooch, 2 outs. Alex Jeter trying to get out of this with just 1 run given up. Looks like Williams Baptist may be looking for a first and third play here. That's on the ground to short. They'll go to second for the force, and that'll do it. So the Lady Eagles leave a couple stranded. As we head to the third, 2-1 your score. You're watching American Midwest Conference Softball presented by Herff Jones.
A run on 2 hits and error, 2 left. For the Eagles in the second, we head to the third with CBC ahead 2-1.
So welcome back to the American Midwest Conference Softball Championships presented by Herff Jones. It'll be the top of the order, 1, 2, 3 for Ember Caldwell here in the third. Madeline Tubbs leading it off. Tubbs 0 for 1 on the day. Turns on a pitch from Caldwell. Puts that one into the home dugout. We have time taken. It looks like Williams Baptist is going to trade out the watches there. It's either they're trading out the watch or I don't know if Michael ever made it out there with her. Watch for pitch com. So they've got it now. And the 0-1 from Caldwell misses outside. Through 2 innings, Caldwell's given up 2 runs on 3 hits. That one misses outside. It's a hitter's count for the leadoff hitter, Tubbs. And the 3-1 from Caldwell is in there for a strike. Tubbs was on her way to first base, but has to come back because the count is run full. She thought she drew a 5-pitch walk. The payoff pitch from Caldwell swung on, and that one's going to go foul and not playable for the left fielder, Gooch, who's already had a couple putouts today in the field, or in the outfield at least. With the dangerous Tavia Bradley on deck. The payoff pitch from Caldwell swung on, and that one's fouled into the home dugout. So a good at bat here from Tubbs. Working on an 8-pitch at bat here. The 3-2's taken down low, and Madeline Tubbs draws a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Tavia Bradley. She's 1 for 1 with a single through the right side. Well, I thought it was her. That was Stouffer who I believe double or single through down the right field line. That was Bradley who had the double down the left field line. So either way, she's 1 for 1 with a runner on, and there's a strike taken outside. Bradley shows bunt, and that one's going to go foul. So now down to the count 0-2. So Caldwell with a chance to expand the zone here, 0-2. Bradley showing bunt, but surely she'll bring it back. The 0-2 misses upstairs. Tubbs is getting pretty active over there at first base, the left fielder. Bradley swings at the 1-2 that's in the left field. It might drop, but Gooch is there. And the throw to first as they try to double up Tubbs, but she's back in time. So 1 gone for Corey Truelove. She's 0 for 1 on the day. Good take there by Truelove. 2-0 count. And the 2-0 from Caldwell. That one fouled. Little chopper down the right field line. The hitters count here for True Love, 3-1. Caldwell in danger of losing her here. (3-1) is swung on to left field. The wind taking that one back to the wall. Tubbs is going to hold up at third, and the Lady Mustangs have 2 in scoring position. It's a stand-up double for Corey Truelove. And that's a tough one off the bat. Really, right before she swung, the wind picked up, and I think it made the ball move a little bit in the air, and Gooch really didn't have a chance at it. So 2 on for Kinley Johnson. 1 out. Takes the first pitch for a strike. That was an off-speed pitch, and Johnson was really looking for a pitch there and lay it off. Sometimes you'll see hitters really go after that even if they're not sitting on it. You don't want a Johnson taken outside. So the count even at 1 apiece for Kinley Johnson. 1-1, that is taken for a strike. Looked like she was about to commit to it and pulled the bat back. Thought she might get a call on the other half for a ball. The 1-2, and that'll even the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Caldwell delivers. That's taken down the left field line, foul. Johnson turned around on that pitch and just in a foul. And we're going to have a mound circle visit set by Jessica Nutt. Having a long circle visit by head coach Jessica Nutt, talking to her starter, Ember Caldwell. Caldwell, a first-team all-conference selection by the AMC, one of the top pitchers in the conference. And, again, she averages over 6 strikeouts per 7 innings, 110 on the year coming into today. But she finds herself in some early trouble here with 2 in scoring position and 1 out. The 2-2 to Johnson. And she fouls off the off-speed pitch. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat as Johnson's fouled off a few. The 2-2 is in the dirt, and the count is run full. Wouldn't be the worst thing here if you walked her, because then you'll have a force at every base. And Johnson swings a pretty big bat, so you don't want to leave her anything center cut. The payoff pitch from Caldwell, swing and a miss. Amber Caldwell strikes out Kinley Johnson for the 2nd out, and that's a big out for the Lady Eagles. So here's Elizabeth Stouffer. Stouffer 1 for 1 with a run scored. was on a leadoff single in the second. Takes the first pitch upstairs. Caldwell is going to want to get through Stouffer here because you got Abby West on deck who had the 2-run homer. Caldwell not able to get a call on the outer part. The 2-0, and that one is popped up behind us.
Two one to short, lined out, and that'll do it. Central Baptist leaves a couple stranded as we head to the home half of the third. We'll be right back. You're watching the AMC Softball Championships presented by Herf Jones.
No runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left for the Mustangs in the third. Off the bottom of the third for Williams Baptist, the third baseman, Kaylee Wolf.
So welcome back to the American Midwest Conference Softball Championships presented by Herf Jones. We're on the bottom of the third now. As Kaylee Wolf leading off. First pitch swinging out to center field, and Stouffer is there at the track. She was maybe one step in from the wall. And that was very close to getting out of here for Kaylee Wolf. Going to be very helpful for the outfielders for Central Baptist playing at their home park. They know the dimensions and know the feel for it. Off the bat, that would look like it might get out of here. Instead, Nat Watkins steps in with 1 gone. Jeter's given up 1 run on 2 hits so far through 2 1/3. Oh, 1, and Watkins fouls that one off. Now she's down 0-2 to Jeter. The 0-2 misses outside. Counts all even for Nat Watkins. Got some fans soaking up what little sun there is right now, peeking through the clouds out in the outfield. Great day for softball in City Colleges. That's out to left field. And caught by Madeline Tubbs for the second out. So a couple of hard hit balls, but Alex Jeter able to get 2 outs here. So Madison Musell steps in with 2 outs. 1-0's into center field. Stouffer coming in, couldn't keep it in front of her, and that's going to be extra bases for Bussell. Ill-advised play by Stouffer in center field, laid out for trying to get the out instead of keeping it in front of her, and now the Lady Eagles have the tying run in scoring position for Bree Thresher. And come back to that play if the Lady Eagles are able to tie this up in the third. First pitch swinging, and the shortstop is there. Corey Truelove able to snag the third out. That'll take us to the fourth, where CBC still leads 2-1. We'll be right back. You're watching American Midwest Conference Softball presented by Herff Jones.
After 3 innings, CBC leads 2-1. Champion has a ring to it. Herff Jones is the official championship partner of the American Midwest Conference. Every season has a story. Let Herff Jones help celebrate yours with an official championship ring. Visit champsforever.com to get started.
So welcome back to the American Midwest Conference Softball Championships presented by Herff Jones. We're in the top of the fourth as Abby West leads off for the Lady Mustangs. She is 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer. She steps in with nobody on after Amber Caldwell was able to get out of a jam back in the third. The loser of this game will turn around and play Stevens after the conclusion of this game. The winner gets the rest of the night off and will play Missouri Baptist tomorrow. Spartans opening up with a 6-inning run rule shortened game. Win over Stevens 9-1. And that one is into center field. And against the wall. And that's going to be a leadoff double for Abby West. She's got a home run and now a double. I don't think Scott got a good look at it. The wind kept it going. And Abby West in at second base with a double. So here's Kaylee Harp. First pitch swinging for Harp. Foul someone off the right side, out of play. Harp is 0 for 1 on the day. The 0-1 from Caldwell. That's going to get by the catcher, and Truelove is in at third base. Michael was slow to corral that one. One. That one's taken inside for a strike. It's going to be scored as a wild pitch against Emberlyn Caldwell. So the count now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Harp went chasing. And they're going to throw down to first for the strikeout, swinging 2-3. So one gone for Bailey Ainsworth. Ainsworth 0 for 1 on the day. A base knock would score. West at third. Caldwell pitching with one out. Lays a bunt down the first baseline. The only play
is at first base. 3-4 on the sacrifice bunt, and the Lady Mustangs had another run. Some good infield play by Thresher to come in, and Watkins able to cover second in time. But the Lady Mustangs have a 3-1 lead now. Taylor Sheffield steps in with 2 outs and takes a strike. Looked like she had that one timed up and just laid off of it. One is taken down the left field line, and that is just foul. Wow, less than a foot from being a fair ball. And that would have been extra bases for Sheffield. At the top of the order on deck, Madeline Tubbs. The 0-2. Right back to Caldwell. She'll fire over to first for the 1-3 putout, and that'll do it. So the Lady Mustangs add one more in the fourth. Led to the home half of the inning. We'll be right back. You're watching AMC Softball Championships presented by Herf Jones.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Eagles, the DP, Riley Bushell.
Welcome back to the AMC Softball Championships presented by Herf Jones. 3-1 your score as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Riley Bushell leading off for the Eagles and takes a strike outside. Bushell 0 for 1 on the day. Seeing Jeter for the second time. That's on the ground to third base. That one goes foul. And that's unfortunate for everyone in attendance because we would have had a chance to see Tavia Bradley throw again from third base. It's my 10th year working NAI and Division III softball, and Tavia Bradley has probably the biggest arm I've ever seen at this level. This account's even at 2 apiece for the leadoff hitter. And on a 2-2, Bushell takes one upstairs, and the count is run full. Jeter digs in. Here's the payoff pitch. That's in the air left field. That's going to be trouble. Tubbs got a bad read on it and drops it. And that's going to be a leadoff double for Riley Bushell to lead off the fourth. That's a tough play from Tubbs. At first, it kind of caught her flat-footed, then had to retreat and fell out of the tip of her glove. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner at second base for the Lady Eagles. It'll be Taylor Hooten, number 9. Here's Ashley Michael, the catcher.
Running at second base for Williams Baptist, number 9, Taylor Hooten.
Tying run at the plate for the Lady Eagles. the form of Ashlyn Michael. Brooke Scott's on deck. It's the wind starting to pick up here. Feels like it's blowing in from right field. The 1-0 on the ground to Bradley. She'll check the runner at second, fire over to first for the 5-3 putout. That is a fantastic arm at third base. And that ball gets there in a hurry, and I'm surprised that Johnson's glove's still intact. So here's Brooke Scott, the center fielder. And that one down the left field line, but foul. So the count is 0-2 to Scott. So 0-2 the count. Alex Jeter ahead of Scott. On the ground to Jeter, and now they've got the lead runner in a rundown, and they're going to get her at second. 1-4. Wow. So Scott's going to be on first on a fielder's choice. That's a great play, a great fielding play by the pitcher Jeter to catch the runner at second base. And it looks like we've got a discussion going on between head coach Jessica Nutt and the infield umpire. They're claiming there was obstruction at second base, but you're never going to get that call. If anything, she's out on bad base running. So here's Hannah Stallings, the right fielder, with 2 outs and a runner on. They're going to try to throw behind Scott at first. To be fair to Hooten, that is a tough one when it's shot right back up the middle and you get a lead at second base. Runner's going to take off. And did they get her? They got her. How about it? Brooke Scott thrown out 2-6. And that'll end the inning. The Lady Eagles taking off the base pass will head to the 5th. Stay with us. You're watching AMC Softball presented by Herff Jones. So welcome back to the AMC Softball Championships presented by Herff Jones. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 for CBC here in the 5th. Madeline Tubbs will lead it off against Ember Caldwell, who's back out for her 4th inning of work. 3-1 your score through 4 innings. Tubbs' first pitch swing and fouls that one off the foot. The 0-1 was an off-speed pitch, and Tubbs just under that one to foul that one into the fencing. Caldwell's thrown that one a couple times, and Central Baptist yet to have made her pay for it. They keep getting under that pitch. Three strikeouts so far for Caldwell through 4 innings. That one into left field, and Gooch is under it for the first out.
Third baseman, Tavia Bradley.
Tavia Bradley 1 for 2 on the day with a double. The 1-0 from Caldwell, that misses downstairs. The 2-0 taken out to left field. Gooch going back, and that's at the wall. That's going to be another double for Tavia Bradley. She is on a tear. Turned on that upstairs pitch from Ember Caldwell, and she is 2 for 3. So here's a 3-hole hitter, True Love. The runner in scoring position and 1 out. True Love takes 1 outside. Count is 2-0 to True Love, and Caldwell hasn't done a great job as of late staying in front of hitters. So True Love here can sit on a pitch that she likes. The 2-0, that is in the air left center field, and Gooch has that one for the second out. So 2 gone for Kinley Johnson with a runner in scoring position. The Lady Mustangs
First baseman, Kinley Johnson.
need to take advantage of that 1-out double from Tavia Bradley. And this would be huge for Ember Caldwell to get out of this inning. There's another 2-0 count. This one to Johnson, who's had a couple of hard hit balls today, just they've all gone foul. Time taken by Johnson. Two to Johnson, taken upstairs. It's a 3-0 count. We'll see if Caldwell gives Johnson a pinch to hit. 3-0, not even close.
Center fielder, Elizabeth Stouffer.
It's going to be 2 on the base pass for Elizabeth Stouffer. So Caldwell once again working into some trouble with Stouffer at the plate. And the on-deck circle is Abby West, who has the 2-run homer. So they really want to stay away from her and limit how many people West can bring in. West is 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. The 1-0 from Caldwell. That's going to be a foul ball. Looks like it came off of the knob of the bat. It's a tough break for Stouffer as she tried to get the bat back. So the count even at 1 apiece. We've got a force at first, second, and third. The 1-1 from Caldwell in the dirt. Two one taken upstairs, so a hitter's count for Elizabeth Stouffer. Caldwell in danger of walking the bases loaded here and would bring up one of the biggest bats in the Mustang lineup. 3-1, and that is through the left side for a base hit. They're going to hold Bradley up at third base, and the Lady Mustangs have him loaded for Abby West. It's a great piece of hitting by Stouffer.
Second baseman, Abby West.
And we're going to have a circle visit by head coach Jessica Nutt. And it looks like Ember Caldwell is done for now. The Lady Eagles are going to make a pitching change. Looks like it's going to be Morgan Garner entering for the Lady Eagles here in a very tough position.
Entering the game to pitch for Williams Baptist, number 39, Morgan Garner.
Garner's thrown 121 and 2/3 innings for the Lady Eagles, giving up 134 hits, 51 runs, 74 strikeouts. She's averaging over 4 strikeouts per 7. It's a 2.53 ERA with a 1.29 WHIP. Garner, a 6'1" junior from Rector, Arkansas, up there in the Northeast. And she's going to be responsible for getting a ground ball or a fly out here. She's thrown significant innings for the Lady Eagles. This, one of the bigger at-bats she'll face this season. Facing off against Abby West, who's 2 for 2 on the day with a couple extra base hits. One of those being a 2-run homer. First pitch misses outside. And we've already seen the power that Abby West possesses. Not entirely sure how many pitches she's going to get to hit in this at-bat. I think their Lady Eagles have to decide how many runs they want to give up. That might be the case. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. That's a good pitch from Garner on the outer half. Again, not saying it's a guarantee that Abby West is going to get on, but this is a tough situation here, especially when you start off down in the count 1-0. But Garner able to battle back here and even the count at 1 apiece. Here's the 1-1. That's on the ground to short, and they will get the tag, and that's going to do it. The Lady Mustangs leave them loaded in the 5th. We'll head to the home half of the inning. When we come back, you're watching American Midwest Conference Softball presented by Herff Jones.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left for the Mustangs in the 5th.
Welcome back to the City of Colleges ballpark here in Conway, Arkansas. Central Baptist leads Williams Baptist 3-1 as we enter the bottom half of the fifth. Alex Jeter back out for her fifth inning. She's given up just one run so far. She's scattered 4 hits around 4 innings, and that one's foul. Amber Caldwell's day is done. She got pulled after 4 2/3. Morgan Garner able to retire the side, and there's a leadoff base hit for Hannah Stallings here in the fifth. And we'll head back to the bottom of the order with Kaylin Gooch, the left fielder. Lady Eagles trying to tie this one up in the fifth. You got the top of the order on deck in the form of Kaylee Wolf. So Jeter now ahead 1-2. One, two, and Gooch was just able to lay off for that one, got the bat back in time. As Jeter tried to expand the zone there with 2 strikes. Count even at 2 apiece. That's on the ground. Bradley got a glove to it but couldn't make the play. That's going to go down as an infield hit for Kaylin Gooch as we flip the lineup card over to Kaylee Wolf. So the tying run on first base. But a tough play for Tavia Bradley to make. And we have a quick circle visit for the Lady Mustangs, taken by head coach Keith Henson. Got some very interesting theatrics going on down the third baseline for Williams Baptist. Can't say I've ever seen anything like that ever before. Huh. All right, here we go. Circle visit's over. So 2 on, no outs. Wolf shows bunt and takes a strike. Counts even at 1 apiece. We'll see if Wolf shows bunt again here. She does and lays off of it. Earlier today, we saw Stevens bunt into a double play. It was a pop-up, and they were able to double up the runner at first. And this is what Williams Baptist needs to stay out of here. The lead runner is Stallings at second base. Gooch on at first. Here's the 2-2. That is into center field. Stouffer is going back. She's got it. Stallings is going to tag, and a throw from center field. They got her. How about it? Oh, my goodness. 8-5 on the double play. Elizabeth Stouffer with a gun in center field. Shades of Rick and Keel on that one. My goodness. And Stouffer makes that catch. Probably a few feet shaded to the right of second base. That is a long throw to make. And she nails Stallings at third. Well, we talked about how Williams Baptist wanted to stay away from a double play. And right there, my goodness. Unbelievable defense from the Mustangs. So the count is 2-0 to Nat Watkins, who thought she was going to step in with at least 2 on. Takes a strike inside. Solo hitters count for Watkins, 2-1, fouled back into the fence. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Williams Baptist had it going. They got 2 runners on with no outs and flied into a double play. They still have a runner in scoring position, though. Here's the 2-2. Well, I've twice this game I've talked about how great an arm Tavia Bradley's got at third base, but Elizabeth Stouffer not to be outdone. An amazing outfield assist. Here's a 3-2, and that one's fouled down the left field line. The counts run full to Watkins. 2 outs. Here's the 3-2 off-speed pitch, and Watkins draws a 2-out walk.
Shortstop, Madison Bissell.
So here's Madison Bissell with 2 on, 2 outs. The tying run at first base. Lady Mustangs have an out at first, second, and third. Mostel trying to drive in at least 1 run. First pitch swinging out to right field. Hit hard enough that the Lady Eagles are going to have to leave them at the bases. So they've got them loaded here for Bree Thresher. That's a hard hit ball off the bat of Bosell.
First baseman, Bree Thresher.
But the Mustangs do have a force out at every base now. Alex Streeter trying to work out of a jam after surrendering a 2-out knock. First pitch to Thresher taken for a ball. There's no place to put her, so Jeter will have to pitch to her. She's already induced a few flyouts today. Doesn't yet have a strikeout to her name. The 1-0 taken outside. So this is a great position here for Thresher. She's ahead in the count 2-0. She can be selective. Can really set on her pitch. The 2-0, that's in the air, left center field. And the play is made by the left fielder, Madeline Tubbs, as the Lady Eagles leave them loaded in the 5th. We'll head to the 6th, where CBC leads 3-1. We'll be right back. You're watching the American Midwest Conference Softball Championships, presented by Herff Jones.
Herff Jones is the official championship partner of the American Midwest Conference. Every season has a story. Let Herff Jones help celebrate yours with an official championship ring. Visit champsriver.com to get started. Leading off, the top of the sixth for CBC.
Welcome back to the American Midwest Conference Softball Championships presented by Herf Jones. As we head
Leading off the bottom of the seventh for the Eagles.
Welcome back to the 2025 AMC Softball Championships presented by Herf Jones. Williams Baptist trailing 3-1. They've got to score 2 to keep this one going. CBC trying to advance into the winner's bracket. The winner of this game faces Missouri Baptist tomorrow at 12 o'clock. The loser will play Stevens College tonight after the conclusion of this game. So it'll be a quick turnaround for the loser, and the winner will get a night off. The 1-0 from Sawyers through the left side. It's a great play by the shortstop, Trula, but there's no way she can make the throw, and Williams Baptist on with a leadoff infield hit.
Third baseman, Kaylee Wolf.
So we'll flip the lineup card over as Gooch reaches on an infield hit. Kaylee Wolf up to bat, the third baseman. As the wind now blowing pretty strongly out to center field, it feels like. As the ball is hit to center field, and Stouffer has it measured for the first out. Actually, now it feels like it's blowing in from center field. It feels like it's swirling here in the ballpark. So Nat Watkins steps in with one gone. She represents the tying run here in the seventh. Madison Bussell on deck. Sawyers delivers a strike. Has one save on the year. This is a save opportunity for her, so she can make it 2. She'll put CBC into the winner's bracket and a date with Missouri Baptist tomorrow afternoon. Here's the 0-1. That is popped up, and that'll go behind us. 0-2 the count to Nat Watkins. The 0-2 swung on in the air, left field, foul territory, and there's the second out. True Love able to make the play, and the runner's going to have to hold at first base, so 2 gone, as Madison Bussell now represents the tying run. And we're going to have an infield meeting as Keith Henson makes his way out of the dugout. I believe it's going to be the first mound visit charged to CBC, or circle visit. Well, if you're Williams Baptist, this is the hitter you would want at the plate. Madison Bussell leads the team with 5 long balls on the year. If she can grab a 6th, this game would be tied. So you can see why Keith Henson figured it would be worth a circle visit to talk with his sophomore pitcher, who has looked really good so far. Alex Cheater in line for the win. Isabel Sawyers in line for the save here if she can get the final out. Williams Baptist trying to keep it going. As Sawyers kicks and fires the first pitch, Bussell takes it for a ball. It's a good competitive pitch from Sawyers. That one just missed. It's Gooch over on first base. The 1-0, that one misses well outside. It's like Gooch was tempting Ainsworth to throw to first and try to backpick her. The 2-0, that one misses outside, and I think the conversation between Keith Henson and Isabel Sawyers is manifesting right here. They don't want anything of Madison Bussell here. Trying to get some swing and miss, but they don't want to pitch to her. And that one misses. It's a 4-pitch walk to Bussell, and the tying run is on first. And that'll bring up Bree Thresher, the first baseman, hitting cleanup in the order. Thresher swings and misses at a high fastball. Boy, anxious moments here at the ballpark. Both teams sweating. The 0-1 from Sawyers is in there for a strike, and the Eagles are down to their final strike. 0-2 the count, 2 outs with the tying run at first. As Thresher digs in. Sawyers kicks, fires the 0-2, and that one's fouled back. Thresher able to stay alive. So we'll do the 0-2 all over again. Sawyers, the 0-2, that one misses down low. .350 local time here in Conway. So Williams Baptist trying to extend the game. The 1-2 from Sawyers, and that one's fouled. As Thresher able to stay alive. It's been a very competitive at bat from the first baseman. One, two, that's into right field. And what a catch! Made by Talon Sheffield, and that'll do it. The Central Baptist Lady Mustangs defeat Williams Baptist 3-1. They will advance to the winner's bracket and face Missouri Baptist tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Williams Baptist falls into the loser's bracket, and they will turn around and play Stevens College in the elimination game tonight. Wow, what a game that was. So Central Baptist defeating Williams Baptist 3-1. That will do it for our live coverage of AMC softball. You can stay right here, and Stevens and Williams Baptist will get things going here in just a little bit from City College's ballpark.